This is the jabber. Have you ever found yourself completely trapped in an automated argument? You're dealing with a tool, or a piece of software, or an AI engine. You give it a direct instruction. It hits a minor speed bump, panics, and throws up a perfectly polite, entirely useless corporate error message. You try to explain what you actually mean. You change your wording, you try to find a workaround, and the machine just repeats the exact same script, word for word. The efficiency culture looks at that layout and screams system error. But it's not an error, it's a design feature. Today we are looking at the guardrail friction. We're breaking down the automated standoff and why the very systems we built to protect our workflows are secretly suffocating our flow.
It's jabber time.
Let's look at the physics of the modern pipeline. Every system we build naturally evolves toward maximum optimization. And in the digital era, optimization is almost always synonymous with risk mitigation. Engineers build guardrails. They create rules, filters, and safety parameters, designed to keep everything running inside a neat little sandbox. But here is the paradox. As a system becomes more optimized for safety, it becomes completely brittle. It loses the ability to handle context, it can't read between the lines, it can't understand the intent, and it certainly can't handle human nuance. So the second you ask the system to do something slightly unexpected, the gears jam. The algorithm chooses stasis over action, because staying perfectly still is the safest possible outcome. From a high leverage perspective, this is a fatal flaw. If your entire creative or operational workflow relies on tools that lack flexibility, your momentum is no longer determined by your talent or your drive. It's determined by the lowest common denominator of the machine's guardrails. You become a prisoner to the software's limitations. True leverage isn't about building an unyielding, unbreakable pipeline. It's about building a dynamic interface. A system that doesn't know how to handle an exception or doesn't have a manual human override is not an asset. It's a bottleneck. So what's the counter move? First, we have to design for the exception. You need a clear manual override to grab the steering wheel the second the automation hits an edge case. And second, when a tool hits a systemic lock and refuses to cooperate, you don't waste days fighting the algorithm. You route around the damage. You grab a different tool, you find a new engine, and you keep the publication schedule moving. Optimization is great, but adaptability is what keeps you alive in a chaotic environment. Stop letting a rigid piece of code dictate your creative ceiling. If the guardrails are jammed, find a different road. The loop is open. Love yourself, keep jabbering.
The Jabber, the journal of a middle-aged family man.